What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James, man. I'm back in these streets, and guess what? I'm in these ugly streets right here, and this was just bad business. Shout out to Josh Norris for this video, but who really wants to watch this? This is just ugly. From the Rico Gathers was just this was bully ball. I'm gonna tell you right now, Kenneth Murray is playing terrible football right now. I'm not even trying to hate. I mean, you could, like I said, you can pay the 4-3 under 4-3 bear like 4-2-5, like nothing is happening. Like, look at these holes. I'm not understanding. Watch 59. He's just not playing good football. I mean, we were all killing Sanborn, but Sanborn at least knows what to do and he knows where to go. He just don't have the athletic ability to do it. And I said Kenneth Murray, this is his worst trait. His instincts are terrible and they're showing up once again. And Shamar James, you can't hate on him. He's a rookie. He's getting thrown in the fire. Maris, I just feel like he plays wild and undisciplined. Too many guys play hero ball. I've seen Osa run around a guy. I've seen guys running around blocks, not taking on the physicality. Damone Clark's just watch this whole thing. It's just not good football across the board. You knew I keep on calling him Gather. You knew Rico Dowdle was going to come in and get the ball, 30 carries, and you still let him do it. That's just bad business. And if it doesn't change, well, it doesn't matter if it changes. Same old Cowboys. What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James. I'm in these streets. I'm in the end of the day work streets. I'm tired. I think I'm about to go hit the gym. But I got some things to talk about today. Particularly, you know what, these Dallas Cowboys. Man, these guys are it's just the same thing year in and year out. It just never changes, no matter who's the coaches, no matter who are the players. It's always the same thing. That's my biggest thing. We can keep on saying, oh, let's get a new coach. Because if y'all have been watching me the last few years, I've been saying these things like, oh, it's Kellen Moore. Oh, it's Linehan. Oh, it's Mike McCarthy. Oh, it's Eberflus. Oh, it's Mike Nolan. Oh, it's Dan Quinn. Oh, it's Zimmer. It's always something each and every year or every other year. It's always somebody putting some blame and it's just always the same thing with the same results. I just think it's comedy by now. So I'm just so glad I'm just released from all this, man. Like I said, I'm gonna love my boys till I die, but I ain't just can't be invested in this like that no more. This is fun to me now, just doing these shows. This is fun. It's not like, because you can't rely on this team. This isn't a team to ever rely on. This isn't a team to ever get your hopes like it's gonna do something, at least from my perspective. I know a lot of people probably gonna hate this video, but that's all right. I'm still gonna have fun doing it. Anyway, so Cowboys played the Carolina Panthers yesterday. I said they were going to beat them. They should have. I don't know how you lost to them. A couple things I said on my Twitter as this was going down. I know this video went ahead of my video right now, and boy, you saw some badness. But I said this on my Twitter a few days before the game. I said the Cowboys lose to either Carolina Panthers or the Jets. They're not going to the playoffs, in my opinion. Coaching is really going to be key, and we're hearing about all that coaching right now, ain't we? Because they already did the goofiness with the Bears, which I called. We've seen this story before where the Cowboys need a game, and they choke. Hopefully, Shotty got their mind right. And then another tweet I said was, if you lose to Caleb Williams and Bryce Young-led squads, you deserve to stay home. You do. These are suspect number one picks, consecutive years, I believe. These guys are suspect, especially Bryce Young. I'm sorry, I don't hate on this young man, but he's not a franchise quarterback to me. Caleb Williams, he's got the arm talent. I can't say he doesn't, but I don't see him as that guy. And they struggled. And you talking about them two, number one picks, former number one picks, at a total of 7 touchdowns and only 1 interception against your team. And both of those teams are not really good. Carolina, I don't know. it's just crazy to me that the same thing goes on. I know this Dallas Cowboys team by like the back of my hand. And you can never trust this team. You can never trust this team. Ever. Um, I mean, what is there really to say about this? There's nothing really to say about it. Just it's the same thing year in and year out. I'm listening to I'm listening to my Twitter, I'm looking at the YouTubes, and everybody's calling for Fluce's head, right? Well, let me pull this up. Where's it at? Let me pull this up right now. I'm gonna pull this up right now. Because it's talking about the here we go. So Ed Werder said, despite the focus on first-year defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus, Dallas has ranked 28th or worse in points allowed in the last 3 or 6 seasons. The exception was Dan Quinn, who had them in top 10 each of the 3 years. They were 28th under Mike Nolan, 31st under Mike Zimmer, and 31 now. So they got Dan Quinn, Legion of Boom. Dan Quinn did hell of things. I wasn't mad. I didn't hate on no Dan Quinn. I did make a video about Dan Quinn after they left because that's when I was the emotional Cowboy fan. Now I'm not. But Quinn was nice. He was nice here. And he played to where he was an aggressive coach, but he played to what he had. But Eberflus, maybe not so much Nolan, but Eberflus, Zimmer, Quinn, y'all had the same players, pretty much. Quinn is the only one that made some magic out of it. You know what I'm saying? So what I was saying before is like it's the same team. It doesn't really matter. Hold on. I'm gonna say Quinn was a better players coach than these other guys. He related more to the players, and I think that helped. But he also had Micah Parsons. He covered up a lot of things, right? You don't have that now. Mike Nolan didn't have Micah Parsons. Eberflus don't got Micah Parsons. Zimmer had Micah Parsons, and toward the end of the year, when he got Micah Parsons back from the injury, Micah Parsons masked a lot of the problems, especially with the pass rushing, because you don't have a pass rush now. I don't think they sacked Bryce Young except Leofau, linebacker. That front four didn't even get to him. They were straight railroaded. Now, this is what I said. You knew Rico Dowdle was going to get the ball. He said they're going to have to buckle up. Wouldn't that tell you off the rip? We put loading up the box. We are not letting you beat us. He gave you bulletin board material, and y'all let him run for 183 yards on 30 carries. He told y'all to buckle up, and he ran through the defense. Y'all should have took that personal. Y'all did not come to play. For real, you didn't come to play. It's not even just your coordinator putting you in the right spots, but if you watched them plays, you were there. Eberflus has the blame, but so did these players. I'm not going to keep on putting this all on Eberflus. Yes, he hasn't been the greatest so far, but these players have played atrocious. I mean, there's definitely plays where the defense is called rightly, and you guys are just missing plays, missing tackles, playing hero ball. Like it's been documented for years and years and years how the Cowboys love to play hero ball on defense. That's why they always busting up coverages or letting big plays go because they're trying to be the hero, stat chasing, stat chasing. And that's what it seems like. I don't know if that's true what's going on right now, but that's what it feels like because it just doesn't make sense. Bryce Young he threw for 199 yards and 3 touchdowns. Bryce Young, he did that. Rico Dowdle, I got nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? You said it, but Cowboys defense ain't no great defense. I need to still continue to see Rico go against some real defenses, and I want to see if he can do that. Because if he does, then okay, you was legit, bro. I don't respect the Cowboys defense, and neither did the Carolina Panthers. That's why they did what they did, because they don't respect Dallas. These teams don't respect Dallas. The Bears came in there and said, "We knew." I listened to the end of the game. They said all we knew what we had to do. We knew what it was, and all we had to do was stick to the plan. And what happened? They won. I guarantee you, the Carolina Panthers said, "We're not worried about Dallas. We can beat them. That defense ain't good, and all we got to do is neutralize them, get them out on offense, and we can beat them." No team is going into the game against the Dallas Cowboys don't think they can win. They just thought they could win. And for a little bit, until they made their own mistakes and killed themselves, they were in the game, right? So to me, it's just the same old thing. You can get get a different coordinator in Eberflus. I'm gonna say it's gonna be the same thing because it hasn't been any different in 30 years. You've changed coordinators, you changed coaches, you changed players, but it's still been the same thing, same results, failures. Um, so you know, you can talk about the these 4-3 under and 4-3 over bear and cover two, playing nickel 4-2-5 dime defenses. But the fact of the matter is, like I said in the video a few weeks ago, this is an average team, average to below average team. This is an average team. So if you're an average team, you have to bring it every single game or you're going to lose. This isn't the Cowboys team where they can just go play somebody and think that they can walk in there. No, this is an average team. Most people were predicting 7 wins, 7, 8, 8 as the most. I said 9, possibly 10 based on talent. But in my opinion, Dallas Cowboys are not going to the playoffs. Not my opinion. You've already lost 3 NFC games to the Panthers, the Bears. You can't beat them teams. You're not going to the playoffs. I'm sorry, you're not beating teams in the playoffs. So you can't beat the Carolina Panthers or the Chicago Bears. And then Giants played you good. That's without Jackson Dart. Jets were in the game until they shot themselves in the foot. Yeah, you played great with Green Bay, but I knew you was going to do that. Just like next week, I think you're going to go play great against Washington because you know why? You don't have any expectations. Everybody thinks you're going to lose. Just like that Green Bay game. Everybody picked Green Bay. Just like that Eagles game. Everybody picked Philly. When they play the Commanders, pretty much everybody's going to pick the Commanders. And when the Dallas Cowboys have no pressure on them from the top to the bottom, when they don't have pressure on them to win or take it to the next level, they play good. They play better. They are not a pressure team. Just not. I don't care what coach you have in there. I don't care what players you have in there. They are not. They cannot deal with pressure. Period. Because every time it's a pressure game, every time it's a game they need, even with Dan Quinn, right? Because you remember when Dan Quinn, when they played the Miami Dolphins, who are not good, a couple years back, they still okay. They were still the same Dolphins, right? Dallas had to get that game. And what happened? The defense gave it up. Whether it was bad calls from the coordinator or bad plays from the defense, you gave it up. You played the Buffalo Bills that year. You had to win that game, just like you had to win that Miami game. And what happened? Defense got ran through. James Cook ran all over them. They ran over for over 230, 40 yards. You know what I'm saying? Whenever the Cowboys, so it didn't matter if it was Dan Quinn. It didn't matter if it was Mike Zimmer. It don't matter if it's Matt Eberflus or Mike Nolan. You still got the same type players. Your front office, yes, they got players. They did it differently. I cannot front. But the guys you got were cheap, 1-year deals. Sanborn, Thomas, I can't even think of these names off the head, but go look at it. The guys that they brought over here were all on cheap deals. You traded for Kenneth Murray, who nobody wanted. I thought it'd be a reclamation project because I had my issues with him with his instincts, and they're showing bad. He's playing terrible football right now. Probably even worse than Sanborn, because at least Sanborn can diagnose some plays. Sanborn knows where to go, but he runs a 4.7. So if he's a tick late, he misses it. And if he's a tick late, and you already got guys who are not playing good football, it makes him look even worse, right? Kenneth Murray is playing terrible football right now. He just is. Damone Clark, I've been out on him. Like I said, Maris Leofow, I like him, but he plays wild. Looks like he doesn't know what he's doing at times. And People are saying we can't wait till Demarion Overshown comes back. A lot of people are saying don't come back, but he won't do it because that's how much he's dedicated to coming back in the team. But it's like, for what? You're not going to do anything to help this team take it to another level. You feel me? Because they always are dropping the ball on each level. It does not change. You had a golden opportunity to take a next step. Maybe your front office looks to make a trade. I would not make no damn trade now for this team. For what? You're going to make a trade, you're going to waste assets, and you're still not going to go anywhere this year. Guaranteed. You're not doing anything this year at all. It is what it is, though. I'm going to head off here because I don't want to just keep on talking about the same thing because there's nothing really to talk about it because it's the same old Cowboys. This is not a story you haven't seen before. If anything, this is a broken record. This is a broken record that you continue to see year in and year out with the same coordinator, with the same team, with a different coordinator, different players, different coaches, same result. That's all I'm saying, y'all. I can't get hyped about that when I know deep down inside this team ain't doing nothing, because whenever it needs to do something, it never does. It can't not handle pressure. This is not a pressure-made team. When there's no pressure, it plays great. When there is pressure, can't do it. So I don't know where you ever think you're going to go in the playoffs when you need it the most, that you're going to really make real plays. So that's just kind of my thoughts. But we in these, I had to do some pauses. In these streets, but I'm good for the day. I'm Gucci, about to head out here. Tell me what you think, man. To me, same old Cowboys. Big Game James. I'm out. Peace.